I'm Gavin Fernie Jones and I'm the founder of Reaction. It's an organisation that we're running to create circular hubs across the globe, and we're currently stood in the One Tree shop in Brasier. Yeah, so all outdoor sports do have a common narrative, I think, and that's that they're in the outdoors. So as someone that enjoys being in that landscape, I inherently want to try and protect it as much as possible, and I want to be involved in showing that space to other people as well. I think that's really important, that we get out here and we see what the outdoors is all about, and that we enjoy these venues. And something like One Tree or Reaction, our design and our focus really is to encourage people into these outdoor spaces affordably. So if there's financial implications with what we do, is to educate people along that way, along that route, and we do that through various touch points and different programs. And I see Reaction being able to work in several sectors, so it could work in surfing, it can work in mountain biking, and it can encourage people in all of these sectors to get engaged with the outdoors, and at the same time we're providing them with solutions that protect that landscape. Reaction format can really transform communities and have a big impact, and the way we approach this is by sort of working with 3 different groups. We're working with retailers and entrepreneurs that are in the community. We're working with people like customers and involved in ways that they can repair and ways that they can share and upskill each other. And then finally we're working with activists in the community. So we're looking at ways that we can take activism onto a bigger spectrum by supporting them, giving them the framework to run events. We've had big success in the past with running events like Fix It, which is an event where we do pop-ups, we teach people how to repair, we get people involved, there's a lot of conversation going on. We've also done an event in the past called Climate for Climate, which is an awareness raising event. It's designed to be for the community, so when we built it, the biggest sort of most important part of the space was a large workspace, a large desk at the front, and this allows people to come in and learn and to trade ideas and to get stuff going. But it's actually funded by all the equipment and all the waste that's already in our community. So we collect a lot of clothing from chalet companies, ski schools, and then we rebrand them. So we patch over the logos, and then we resell it in our community. So when someone is shopping here in this space, they're actually investing back into their community. The money's not leaving this area. We then use it to, for example, buy sewing machines. So we've got 2 community sewing machines that are free to use. We run a series of workshops. So we've got some coming up shortly. We've got foraging workshops, we've got repair workshops, we've got a very vibrant knit club, and all of this is just free to use, and it's funded by the clothing. Around about a 90% return rate back onto the mountain. The other stuff, we will actually use a lot of materials, so we'll recruit some of the zips from those products, we'll take them back out and use them for future repairs. We'll use the fabrics, we'll even use the scotches, the tapes, the different parts of the buckles, anything that we can we'll reuse. And then we also run some pretty vibrant collection projects for refugees.
It really makes me happy to see that people are getting that maybe secondhand can be really cool, and it's not only old things, it's also really cool things, and just another way of consommer.
One Tree is the proof of concept that a network like Reaction can really work in local communities all around the world. Well, One Tree is based here in Brasier, which is just below Courchevel ski resort. And what we've been able to do here is basically educate the public about the life of clothing, what we can do to repair our clothing, how we can prolong its life. We've been able to help people source solutions where they haven't perhaps found fixes in the past. We've helped people get new gear. When I say new, I mean new second-hand, sort of repurposed. Perhaps it's come from clothing that's come from a ski school, jackets that have come from a tour operator, things like that. We've helped get kit back out onto the mountain.
Nature is absolutely intrinsic to our community. On a year-round basis, it sustains our economy, it sustains our lifestyles. The inspiration for this movement knows no bounds. I think it can go a really long way, whether you're talking about the tourism industry, the outdoor clothing industry, whether you're talking about ecology, whether you're talking about keeping things out of landfill, circular economies. it's really, really inspiring.
The journey could be and is so much more interesting if you add social involvement to it, and that's for me what craftivism is about. It's about saying, all right, I have an ability, how do I make it count in this community I'm living, I'm part of, how make it count for future generation, what can I do, what can I teach to others.
When it comes to how can you, for instance, implement a similar project such as Reaction in your community, is by actually having conversations. Share with your community members the stories and the things that you've seen, and ask them like, hey, what do you think about that, and what do you think that is needed in order to move something like this forward in our community? What would you like to do, and how do you foresee yourself to be part of something like that? And from there, new ideas might grow and might start to thrive. Ideas that you would have never imagined before.
Kit's just going to get thrown in the bin after it's been, worn a couple of years, then, it's a waste. So if there's somewhere where it's reusing it and it's the same quality or similar quality that is brand new, then why not?
The way we hope to expand Reaction from here is to contact people across different communities, different organisations, different entrepreneurs, and bring them on board to the Reaction Collective. And we're going to create a load of guides so that we can help them transition to sort of more circular models within the shop space, teach them how it's really quite easy and quite important to engage their community, lots of education about services that your general high street doesn't necessarily provide at the minute, that you can provide as a community store. And also we do receive a lot of materials, so we have been working quite a bit with different brands. They donate a lot of excess product, a lot of warranty or X-sample. And what we're doing now is working within the community collective to spread that around.